why your expansive ashwagandha supplements might actually be damaging your gut health. If you're taking ashwagandha right now, there's a very real chance it's doing the exact opposite of what you think, not helping your stress, not improving your sleep, but slowly damaging one of the most important systems in your body, your gut. And what shocked researchers recently is this: the people most at risk are the ones buying premium, high-end, expensive supplements. So today, we're going to uncover something the supplement industry almost never talks about: how modern ashwagandha extraction turned one of history's safest adaptogens into something that can quietly trigger inflammation, fatigue, and digestive dysfunction. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether your supplement is helping you or slowly working against you. The promise everyone buys into. Ashwagandha exploded in popularity for one reason: stress. People want calmer minds, deeper sleep, lower cortisol, better mood, and adaptogens sound perfect, natural, ancient, safe. So companies began competing over one thing: potency. You've probably seen labels like ultra strength, maximum adaptogenic power, 10% with analytes, clinically concentrated. Sounds impressive, right? But here's where the story changes, because traditional ashwagandha never worked through extreme potency. It worked through balance. For thousands of years, the root was consumed whole, as powders, teas, or slow preparations. No concentration, no chemical isolation, just the plant exactly as nature built it. Modern supplements changed that completely. The industry shift nobody noticed. Manufacturers discovered something important. If you isolate specific compounds called withanalydes, stress markers drop faster. So extraction methods evolved. Instead of preserving the entire root profile, they began stripping away supporting compounds to increase measurable potency. And suddenly, higher percentages meant higher prices. But here's the hidden problem. Those supporting compounds weren't useless. They acted like biological buffers. They protected digestion. They moderated absorption. They prevented irritation. Remove them, and you change how the plant behaves inside the human body. You're no longer taking traditional ashwagandha. You're taking a pharmaceutical concentrate. The first warning sign. Now think about this. Many people report something strange after starting high-dose ashwagandha. At first, amazing results: better sleep, calm mood, reduced anxiety. But weeks later, something shifts. Bloating appears, energy drops, brain fog creeps in, motivation declines. And most people never connect these symptoms to their supplement, because adaptogens are supposed to be safe, right? But what's happening internally tells a very different story. What happens inside your gut? Your small intestine is protected by a microscopic mucus barrier. This layer acts like armor. It allows nutrients through while keeping irritants away from immune tissue. Under normal conditions, plant compounds interact gently with this barrier, but when withanalydes are highly concentrated, exposure changes dramatically. Instead of gradual signaling, intestinal cells experience repeated biochemical stimulation. Over time, this can thin the protective mucus layer. Once that defense weakens, tiny gaps begin forming between intestinal cells. This condition is known as intestinal permeability, and this is where everything escalates, because now substances that should remain inside digestion enter the bloodstream: undigested proteins, bacterial fragments, inflammatory molecules. Your immune system reacts immediately, and inflammation spreads far beyond the gut. The twist most people miss. Here's the crazy part. The symptoms don't feel digestive, they feel psychological: fatigue, anxiety, low mood, poor recovery. So users increase their dosage, believing stress is returning, when in reality, the gut-brain connection is being disrupted. The very supplement meant to calm stress signals may now be generating them. The extraction problem. Now, we need to talk about manufacturing. To reach extremely high withanolide percentages, companies rely on aggressive extraction techniques. These processes maximize yield, but they can also introduce trace processing residues. Even in tiny amounts, repeated exposure matters, because your gut microbiome reacts quickly to chemical stressors. Beneficial bacteria, especially bifidobacterium, are highly sensitive. These microbes help maintain intestinal integrity and regulate inflammation. When their populations decline, mucus production weakens further, barrier repair slows, inflammation increases. And suddenly, adaptogenic relief turns into metabolic stress. The ashwagandha crash. Thousands of users describe the same pattern. Week 1, calm. Week 2, great sleep. Week 4, unexplained fatigue. Week 6, emotional flatness or digestive discomfort. This phenomenon is sometimes called the ashwagandha crash, but it isn't hormonal failure, it's communication breakdown along the gut-brain axis. A damaged gut absorbs nutrients poorly, magnesium, B vitamins, amino acids required for neurotransmitter balance. Without these, cortisol regulation becomes harder, not easier, so stress resilience declines, even while supplementation continues. Why expensive doesn't mean safer. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Premium pricing often reflects concentration, not compatibility with human biology. Higher potency creates stronger short-term effects, which improves customer reviews, which increases sales. But long-term tolerance may decline. Nature optimized plants for sustainability. Industry optimized them for intensity. And those are not the same thing. How to choose ashwagandha correctly. So what should you look for instead? Choose preparations closer to traditional use. Whole root powders, low ratio extracts, transparent processing methods, balanced phytochemical profiles. Avoid products emphasizing extreme percentages, because adaptogens work best when signaling gently, not overwhelming physiology. Signs your supplement may be causing problems. Pay attention if you notice new bloating after supplementation, reduced motivation, digestive sensitivity, increased fatigue despite better sleep, mood flattening over time. These signals often appear gradually, which makes them easy to miss. Restoring balance. If symptoms appear, recovery is usually straightforward. Pause high-concentration extracts temporarily. Support gut repair through fiber diversity. Encourage microbiome recovery using fermented foods. Allow the intestinal barrier to rebuild. Then reintroduce adaptogens slowly. Lower dose, whole plant forms. Better balance. The bigger lesson. Ashwagandha itself isn't the enemy. The problem is how modern processing reshaped an ancient plant. Sometimes progress improves health, sometimes it removes safeguards we didn't realize existed, and the body always notices the difference. Your goal isn't maximum potency, it's sustainable adaptation, because true stress resilience doesn't come from forcing biology harder, it comes from working with it. If this video changed how you look at supplements, you're not alone. The future of health isn't stronger products, it's smarter ones, and understanding that sometimes the most powerful upgrade is returning closer to nature's original design.